A new theory has emerged over Josh Dunkley's preferred AFL trade destination as the Western Bulldogs midfielder once again contemplates his future. 2 years after a trade request to reach Essendon was aborted, the 25-year-old is now out of contract and seemingly more likely than ever to leave Whitten Oval. Watch in the video above, Mitch Cleary's trade update on Dunkley, Tom Mitchell and more analysis, local footy in the biggest moments. 7 and 7 Plus are the home of footy shows for every fan. Stream them all for free on 7 Plus, but just where he lands is still up in the air. Linked heavily with Port Adelaide, Dunkley has an obvious connection to South Australia through his partner, Adelaide Thunderbirds netballer Tippa Dwan. Dwan, 22, made her Super Netball debut with the Queensland Firebirds but recently resigned with Adelaide for 2023. The Bulldogs have given a lot to me over the last 7 years and I've loved every minute of it, Dunkley told 7 News last week. It's more just trying to think about my future and my life, and so, yeah, a few big decisions to make over the next few days. Family's always been important to me and Tip is obviously living in Adelaide, so we'll have to weigh up those decisions over the next few days. His comments, and a lucrative long-term deal on the table, appear to point to a looming request for a trade to Port Adelaide. Curiously, however, a Bulldogs announcement on Dunkley's decision is nowhere to be seen nearly 1 week on from those remarks, with premiership contenders Brisbane now resurfacing in the equation. All the talk around this one has been Port Adelaide, and rightly so. They're after a big midfielder, that missing link, 7 News Melbourne's Mitch Cleary said on the Sunday session. But the Dogs have been out of the finals now for a week. The power have been out since the end of the home and away season. My theory on this one is if he doesn't announce Port Adelaide in the next 7 days, he's more likely to go to Brisbane. The Lions are still in the finals. Players don't usually like to announce where they're going if the team's still in the finals. That's why we saw Jacob, Hopper and Tim Taranto have to wait till last week when Richmond went out. If Dunkley doesn't announce Port this week, I think Brisbane come into favoritism on that one. Loading Instagram post: the Lions have stunned Richmond and reigning premiers Melbourne in consecutive weeks to set up a preliminary final against Geelong. Beyond his relationship with Dwan, Dunkley's sister Laura is a netballer herself and remains based in Brisbane, plays for the Queensland Firebirds. Trade updates with Mitch Cleary. Tom Mitchell, Hawthorn. The Brownlow medalist is driving the prospect of a trade away from the Hawks with 1 year left on his deal. Cleary reports Hawthorn could be willing to cover some of his salary to get a stronger return in a trade for a draft pick. All the rage at the moment is around the Pies. They're after a centre bounce midfielder, he said. Watch this space at the Pies right now. Jacob Hopper and Tim Taranto, GWS Giants. The salary cap looms as Richmond's major headache, with Hopper and Taranto set to come in on a combined $1.5 million per year. But trades to secure the midfielders still need to get done. A future first-round pick looms as the likely circuit breaker, but a player, such as Ivan Soldo, has also been floated for moving the other way. Brodie Grundy, Collingwood. The Pies are expected to pay up to $1.5 million of Grundy's salary over the next 5 years to move him on. Melbourne are still in the frame, but questions over the fit with Max Gawn remain. And finally, thank you all for watching the video. Please like and comment your opinion so we can discuss together. Don't forget to subscribe, press the bell to follow and update many other interesting news. See you in the next videos. Goodbye.